What up, everybody? My name is Danny. Welcome to another Clown World. Today, we're going to talk about the YSL court case that's going on in Fulton County. So, I don't know if you've seen the news, but there's some crazy stuff happening down there. Now, one of the things that's happening, this is the lawyer of Young Thug. So the lawyer of Young Thug has found out that this judge and the prosecutors down here, the state prosecutors, they have had a meeting. American court proceedings are more fair than the English ones. I would say if you and the court system in UK have clashed together once, you know how unfair the shit is. But in America, they try to make it fair. Yeah, of course, there's going to be corruption whatsoever. But this is the first time that we catch some corruption. So we're going to listen to the video and I'm going to give you my 1-2 cents.
The way I understand my constitutional obligations pursuant to the 6th.
So the guy that's talking right now is Young Thug's lawyer. You have like, I think a group of lawyers. You have maybe 10 lawyers. There's always going to be that one. The one that actually is the main guy. And he is the main guy. But let's continue.
In the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution, the corresponding sections of the Georgia Constitution, I'm required to make a full and complete statement to the court. For the record, and if God forbid this goes up on appeal.
So Young Thug's lawyer has found out what's going on between the prosecutor and the judge. They had a no conversation they shouldn't have had without him being present. So let's go.
Appellate courts or another tribunal, commission, or administrative body. I was told, based upon information and belief, that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, we did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out is that supposedly in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. It was told, based upon information belief, that it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment. Then I was told, based upon information belief, that Adrian Love, the lawyer for Mr. Copeland, and this were together, and Miss Love made representations that John Melnick supposedly spoke with some attorneys for the accused and wrote an email to Miss Love, to Adrian Love, stating that Mr. Melnick does not represent the witness, and that Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying F you, and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never...
Mr. Joe, can I interrupt you just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Well,
the fact that you are behind doors with the people who are trying to get my client in prison, talking about the case with the person who might have some information to actually lock my client in prison, bruh, why are you having a conversation without me being there? Why?
Any of that?
Well, I'm disturbed too, and the reason
I'm asking you a question. How did you find out about it?
I'm going to ask you the question.
Okay.
Scuttle, if you look at SCUDDER versus State, which is 298 Georgia.
Whilst I'm listening to the video, I'm also reading about the case itself.
438, it's Division 2, 782 Southeast 2D 638, 2016. Our highest court says when a court meets, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somewhat accurate based upon what you just said. We're entitled, Mr. Williams and every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. That's a critical stage.
So anytime the prosecution and the judge meets in a room to talk about the case, him and all the other lawyers who are representing everyone from YSL, they all have the right to be in that room to talk about the case. This is not about other cases, it's about this particular case. If the prosecution and the judge are having a conversation behind YSL's legal team, then it become to a point whereby you're going to think there's some fucking corruption going on. Because you as a lawyer, you would want to protect your client. And this case is costing Young Thug a lot of money. This is the longest case in America ever. It's been going on for over 100 days now. And it's going to continue going on for a while.
You meet with me, and you and Mr. Adams meet with me, and others have met with me. It's those are ex parte for a lot of different other reasons.
Of what I think is going on. My input is not relevant at all because you can listen to lawyers who know more about the law cases in America. But all I'm saying is that this motherfucker, the judge, he knows he fucked up. He knows him and them, they all fucked up. They went and had a conversation without Young Thug's lawyer being there. So that means the case can be thrown out of court. They can be like, this case is dead. You know, this case is dead. Why are you guys having a conversation behind other people's back? This case is dead.
But I will certainly note that for purposes of record.
Well, I'm going forward. What I was told was that Mr. Copeland said...
And you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm not going to answer that question.
You're not?
No.
The judge keeps saying, I don't want to know what was said in the conversation. I just want you to tell me who told you about this conversation. So he doesn't care about what was said because he knows what was said. He just wanted to know, bruh, this is supposed to be a private conversation between me and the prosecution. How the hell did you know about this? Imagine this, yeah? The main witness on this case, he was already charged for all the stuff. Like, he's the one that did most of the shit. So he is about to snitch on Young Thug and whatsoever. These motherfuckers are meeting behind our back and they having the conversations that they shouldn't have.
I will not answer that question.
Why will you not answer that question?
Because I want to make sure that what I say is accurate, and I'm not trying to get anybody else.
I'm asking you, how did you get this information?
I'm not telling the court. What I'm saying is basically...
So you see, he wants him to tell him how the fuck did he know about the conversation that happened. But the judge keeps saying, I don't want to know about what was said. The judge is like, I just want to know who told you A, B, and C. I don't care what was said because it's not important to me. I just want to know who told you what they told you. And the only reason why this guy is so upset about who told him is because he wants to find out who is either snitching in his office or did this information actually come from the main witness in this case.
Okay, well listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems.
We can have his...
Now the judge is intimidating the lawyer. It's like, bro, if you don't tell me how the hell you got this information, me and you, we're going to have some issues. Like...
I have problems right now.
Okay, I know. Look, I don't want to know about your problems, okay, at this point in time. All I'm asking you at this point in time is, how did you come upon this information? Look, if the case gets reviewed, the record's going to be available for our appellate court and for whatever reason. But it's disturbing that how somehow you have surreptitiously gotten information in regards to the courts.
So it doesn't matter if the judge is using expensive words and whatsoever to talk to Mr. Brian Steele. It doesn't matter if he's actually using all those words. So surreptitiously, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. The fact is that you were having a conversation behind my back and my client's back with the people who are trying to put my client into prison. What the hell, dude?
Private ex parte conversation with a party. I mean,
a party?
Yes.
A witness who was sworn in Friday?
See?
The court's telling, this is what I was told. If this is not true, not true. This court handed Mr. Copeland.
Tell me how you got the information.
Listen.
He only cares about how the lawyer got the information. He doesn't care about what the information is. Because he already knows. He already knows the guy know, what the hell ever they were talking behind scenes. He just want to know, bro, how the hell did you got this information? Who told you? Who told you?
Tell me how you got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward.
I'm not going to say that, but I'm going.
And he's like, bro, I'm not going to tell you how I got information, bro. I'm not going to tell you how I got this information.
Well, say is this. I was told, and I hope this concerns the court.
It concerns me that you have proprietary information.
Why is it
or
proprietary?
Information that you should not be having that was ex parte.
Why?
With a party.
Why?
State of Georgia.
How about the witness? How about
Because Brian Steele doesn't want to give him the information.
Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court,
okay,
or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial. Ms. Hilton supposedly said, actually, all of the defendants and then all 26 people are disposed of. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications that we have a constitutional right.
You can't have a conversation behind the back of my client and then expect me to come to court and sit here and just go like as if this is a normal fucking day. I'm here to make sure that my client does not end up in prison. The fact that you people are having a conversation behind his back, my back, and the rest of the team's back with the prosecution, with the state prosecution that wants to put them in prison, this case needs to be thrown out because this is a mistrial. People talk about this that have more information than I would have. I'm basically also reading most of the stuff that's coming right now.
Right to be present for. So I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did.
Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information? Who told you?
This conversation should have never happened behind the back of Mr. Brian Steele. So Mr. Brian Steele, even after the judge said that I'm going to lock you in prison, he goes, if you're going to lock me in prison with my client, so me and him can have time to go through our case every fucking time I'm in prison. Bro, that's a lawyer. This man is going to get a lot of people to come and represent them in court because, bro, my lawyer telling me, yo, before you lock my guy in prison, I'm coming with you.
What I want to know is why wasn't I there? Why,
sir? I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who this. Tell me who this information was from.
I don't want to be held in contempt.
Well,
I'm
then,
not answering that question.
He cannot hold him in contempt. He shouldn't hold him in contempt at all. Still gonna try.
That's attorney-client privilege information. I am not answering.
Attorney-client privilege. Unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out.
I
tell you what. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me who it is.
That's like a threat. Like, yo, I'm telling you right now, you are going to get 5 minutes for you to tell me who told you what they told you, or I'm going to hold you in contempt and I'm going to arrest your ass. And that's why he was going to give him 20 days in county jail, but then he have to go in every Sunday, every Friday, 7 p.m. and then come out on Sunday on 7 p.m. for about 10 weeks. Whilst he still have this case going on between.
I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put you in contempt because that is not attorney-client privilege.
I think even oh shit. I think even the. Wait, hold on. Let's go back. Just look at this. Look at this. So look at this young black woman here. Look at her. Look what she's going to do. She knows they were wrong because she knows they were wrong. So you can see she's gonna like, please God, just because this is gonna mess up their case. If this case goes to the other court systems they have after it's finished here, they're gonna throw this out. They're gonna throw this out as mistrial. That's why he's saying to them, this case, the fact that you guys are talking behind the back, should be a mistrial.
If you don't tell me, if you don't tell me who it is, I'm gonna put you in.
Look at her. She's praying. She goes like, "Oh my days, stop it." She basically just looking at him, go like, "Oh my God, just stop it."
I'm gonna put you in contempt because that is not attorney-client privilege.
And he doesn't understand how the fuck this guy know what he know. You know?
Attorney work product privilege. I am not.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chamber?
Bruh. Meaning somebody in your chamber doesn't like the fact that you're going behind people's back and talking about them, their clients, and having a deal with the prosecution to make sure that these people end up in prison. They didn't like it.
Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me. You got
Yeah, you should have told me about this conversation.
5
You.
minutes. Well, I don't need it. I want to.
Like, he's mad. Do you see that? The judge is mad. The fact that this man knows, and the judge is going to storm out the fucking courtroom because he's upset. He's upset at the fact that this man knows, and he says we're going to be back in 5 minutes, but that 5 minutes I bet you is like an hour, because he's still trying to figure out how the hell did this guy know.
Continue. This is what I was told. Mr. Copeland made
Copeland says, I don't know. This is corruption, my people. Corruption.
statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas and was.
I respect Brian Steele for basically standing up for his client, and he is willing to go in prison with his client to defend his client. And this is how lawyers should be. Defend your client until God knows what. As long as what you're doing is legal, stand by your client, defend them, you know. And he's doing it here. He's like, yo, I'm not going to sit here and let you people have a conversation behind the back of my client. I am going to defend my client no matter what. And they don't like it. They don't like the fact that this man is defending his client. So this is why this shit is happening. And it's fortunate corruption happens everywhere. Anyway, my name is Danny. If you like the show, press like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you people on the next one. So take care. Peace.